I've grown old waiting for PewDiePie to rate more YouTubers' houses.
It's been 3 years since he last uploaded one of those videos. In that time, LeBron broke the scoring record, Playboi Carti dropped his album, and equally as important, I started my YouTube channel. I wasn't the biggest fan of PewDiePie, but I did like watching those videos, and I was always mad he didn't release more. But then it hit me. Now I could just do it myself. This is not really a passing of the torch. It's more like a stealing of the torch, but it's okay. A lot of YouTubers have bought ridiculous houses these past few years, so I have a lot to catch up on. The first house I'm starting with is Jake Paul's.
Start off with the car collection. As you see,
okay, I really don't care about cars that much, but having 2 matching Ferraris is pretty crazy, I can't lie.
These mini G-Wagon golf carts. These things are absolutely sick. The doors function just like a G-Wagon.
Like a G-Wagon? What do you mean like a G-Wagon? It functions like a door. A normal door.
Before, there was glass right here, and it kind of like blocked this whole area in and the feng shui. Now it's open.
Yeah, that does look a lot better, I can't lie. I think they just moved the glass further back. I don't really think they changed it that much. I don't really like the art that much though. It seems kind of tacky. Okay, just because you know the name of it doesn't make it better. Okay.
Little details in here. Look at this crystal. Huge on energy. This is an amethyst crystal. I have all the crystals throughout the house.
Jake Paul being a hippie was not something I was expecting.
All right, let's go to my room now. More paintings, more crystals. This one's sick. We got a little.
If I just put crystals everywhere, is my life just gonna get better? Is that what he's trying to tell me?
This whole room transformed. There was a wall here. We blew the wall out. Got a giant.
That's
bed.
the biggest bed I've ever seen. There's like, it could be like 8 people horizontal. I'm not gonna lie, all I need is a single. I don't need anything bigger than that.
So we made the bathtub vibe a little bit nicer.
Wait, let me go back. I did not notice a single change. Hold on. Before. What changed? Hold on. I'm not even trolling. Let me try to see what happened. It's the exact same. Nothing changed.
Cabinet thing. I have all these collectibles that I've been collecting over the years, and some of this stuff's from my fights, just random autographs from people.
That is what I feel like an office should be, just stuff of your career as like you've accumulated it. So I actually really like that room.
Wanda, it's everyday, bro. Platinum plaque. I come out here.
That song went platinum. I thought It's Everyday Sis was the only one of those YouTuber songs that went platinum. Like I remember that. That was like a big deal. But It's Everyday Bro went platinum. So Jake Paul is a platinum selling artist. Hey, congratulations.
Like one of the nicest.
Oh yeah, that is a. Why is there so many monkeys everywhere? I swear I've seen like 3 different statues of just monkeys all over this house. What is his obsession with monkeys? What?
Guys, welcome to where the magic happens.
This is where the vlogs are edited, the videos are
He has a
edited,
whole like
everyone
workstation
working on a
in
daily
his
basis.
house.
We have a team
This is
of
insane.
about
I don't know how much video they
7 on the
produce, but like
content side of things, and everyone's always
that
talking
is a
about
flex. I can't even lie.
how much footage
That
do you
everyone's
film
in there
every
just
day?
working on videos. I wish you could see my station. It's just me out here, man.
This is Brandon's room, completely different now.
Wow, it is completely different, but I don't know. It doesn't feel like it's in the same house. It feels like completely different. It feels a lot more cozy, and like with the books over there, it just seems like a normal room. It doesn't feel like it would be in this like luxurious house. It just feels like a chill room.
I'm gonna take the elevator down, change.
Look, there's more monkeys. What the fuck is up with the monkeys?
My favorite upgrade to the house, the hot tub, cold plunge, and fireplace.
Oh, so all on that left side, he just added. That's the biggest hot tub I've ever seen. What the? And the cold plunge too. It's like usually people just have it in like a little tub. They just get in there and like pretend like they're David Goggins. But that's like a proper built-in one. That is really cool.
We did add a sauna.
Yeah, I feel like that is expected considering how much like boxing and activity he has to do. It would make sense he has all this like recovery stuff. It is a really nice sauna though with the glass window. I do really like that.
Changed pretty much everything about this back movie theater area.
Again, it doesn't really seem like they're changing everything. It kind of just looks like they're changing the furniture. But I will say that TV is insane. It's like 200 inches.
Snack bar, drink refrigerator.
What? There's another gorilla. Another one. What is up with this?
It's been an amazing journey and transformation since we moved in here. Lots more changes to come.
All right, he's yapping. All right, we're done with this. All right, so Jake Paul, where do I put him? He's the first one on my list, so this is actually really important. I think I'm going to put him at A. I think I'm gonna have to do it like that. His house was absolutely insane, but I didn't really like his artwork that much, and I'm also gonna be taking into consideration location. I think he lives in Puerto Rico, and I just wouldn't want to live in Puerto Rico, so I guess I'm gonna keep it at A. Now we're gonna be reacting to Sketch's house.
Look at the view, though. Come on. We have the new setup in the
I don't think I'd want my setup to be like in the living room or like as soon as people walk in. Never mind, look at the view. Holy. Oh, now this might be S tier just for the fact that he has a fire pole. Imagine just being like, yeah, I'm gonna meet you on the second floor.
Got the rugs up.
I feel like his brain is just going at a million miles an hour. I have no clue what he's even saying right now.
You fuck with it? If anyone knows the artist.
Again, I'm not a big fan of this artwork.
Some just become. Did I forget to show you?
Like, do we really need Ed, Ed, and Eddie hanging in our house?
Come right here for the peaceful. You like a little wine and dark chocolate?
These houses were not built for YouTubers. They were built for some like 60-year-old millionaire, and now they're just getting bought up by like 25-year-olds, getting filled with like the most insane stuff. That's like just a waste of a room right there.
This is the kitchen. Open concept. You see how every place in this thing's got a view here? I don't know. Look at the kitchen now. Came fully.
Bro, you need a bigger TV though. That's the one thing I did learn from PewDiePie. You need the biggest TV. You need at least like a 75-inch. You can't be dealing with these little ass TVs.
See a hot tub.
That backyard, I still can't get over that. I like the whole vibe of the house, like the brown. Like I feel like nowadays everything they just make it white. Like everything's just like kind of looks like Jake Paul's house, and that's not a bad thing. Like it looks really cool. But I like how this house has like a little bit more of a personality. It's a bit more comfy. It's not as just like a padded room, okay?
Bomber in the bathroom. I can change the humidity in the bathroom.
Changing the humidity in the bathroom might be the most glitchy thing I've ever heard. My bathroom's like right there, and I just took a shower. I'm actually sweating right now. I don't know if you can tell. I'm burning. I'm dying. This is brutal. If I could change it just to, I would be so happy right now.
Look at this. You want to see where I take a shit in the morning?
Wait, he has a double-decker bathroom? He goes into the bathroom, opens the door. There's a bathtub, all this other space, but then you have to go into another door to get to the toilet. Now, that's a flex if I've ever seen one. That's sick. I want that.
I waffle stomp over there.
Okay, bro.
We're outside. Actually inside. But check this shit out. Check this stuff out. Look at the chandelier here. They're saying it's...
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of this. It doesn't really look that good. And it doesn't like match like his vibe. Especially that painting above him too. It's like, it doesn't even, like just because it costs a lot doesn't mean it looks nice. Like for example, putting all that stuff, like all the sports stuff, like that makes sense considering who he is. But like just having stuff to have is, I don't know. I don't really like it that much.
You come in on the second floor. This is the bottom floor. This is where I like to chill. This is a piano.
Oh, that painting is awful. Why did they make him look like that?
One of my favorite guys.
I'm really not a fan of that at all.
Here we go. Look at the big TV here. 60 inch.
Big TV, that's a plus. That's a plus. That is a plus. You get points for that, Sketch.
Come over here, you shower. You got seashells here.
Yeah, that bathroom is kind of tacky. I don't really like it that much. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of that. That could be a lot nicer. You take away like the starfish, and you take away the blue, and you just make it like all stone, and it would look a lot better.
This is what we do when we want to watch Sunday Night Football, or we just want to chill, or we watch the
Oh, is this a movie room? I feel like it's gonna come off like I'm just being a hater, but I've never actually been a fan of movie rooms, just because I feel like nobody actually goes in there to watch them. Maybe they do, maybe they don't, but like I wouldn't. I would just go watch it like in the living room. And also this one especially, it feels just more outdated than other ones I've seen.
We got a king size bed in here for reference room.
All right, just more rooms than he knows what to do with.
It's 8 bedrooms.
8 bedrooms? How many people does he live with? If it's just him, that's actually insane, because that's more bedrooms than anybody really needs or even knows what to do with. Like I swear half of these have been empty.
This is the shower.
Yeah, again, I'm not a big fan of the shower. Oh, but he does have a sauna though. That does get a lot of points. But I do wish it was like a wooden sauna. I feel like those are a lot nicer.
I lubed up my hands because they burned last time. Oh my god, I'm going to fly.
All right, that is not as cool as I was expecting, but it's okay. I think I'm gonna have to put Sketch in B, a little bit below Jake's. I looked it up and Sketch lives in Texas, which gives him some extra points because like that's one of the best states. It goes New York, Florida, Texas. PA is somewhere in the mix, but those are like really the top states. That gives him some extra points considering Jake lives in Puerto Rico. But honestly, compared to Jake, his house just felt like way more incomplete. Even though I didn't like how Jake decorated his house, I feel like it was at least curated for him. Like this is what he actually likes. Whereas I feel like Sketch just bought a $20 million mansion and is just going with it. I might have to change this. I feel like they both might be a little bit too high because I don't think they're really close to S tier houses. For an S tier house, I feel like it needs to be like perfectly designed, like smooth transition. Everything has to be taken into consideration. and I don't really feel like either one of those has gotten close, so I might have to move these down a bit. I've honestly watched a lot of house tour videos in my own time, so it's hard to find one I haven't seen before, but I did stumble upon this channel called Sis Vs Bro. I've never heard of them, but they have 15 million subscribers, so their house tour should be insane.
Through this way, we have the kitchen. Right here is where Ronald makes his eggs.
I in fact cook up a lot of
Yeah,
food.
off rip, this house is a lot nicer than the other two, just in terms of like
Only 3
build
boxes.
quality,
That
I feel
makes
like.
it
Yeah, this one
between
feels a lot
so this
nicer,
is
but
where we
it
sit.
also feels like
So
a
wait
lot
until it is actually
colder.
ready.
It doesn't feel like anybody actually lives here. Like, why does that need to be in your kitchen?
We have a little office for our
That's
mom.
the office
She
you
actually
give your
doesn't
mom?
use this. It's just kind of
What are you
bedroom.
doing? You're like in a mansion. Give her a room.
She's always downstairs instead. But here is our dad's office as well. He has this big room.
Oh, yo, this is the
What is
patriarchy at
this?
work.
What is he
This is
doing?
what the dad gets and this is what your mom gets? This is fucked up.
11 boxes in this fridge.
We also have my birthday cake in here. I don't know if you guys want to see it. I haven't
All right,
opened it yet.
next.
Our garage. There's absolutely nothing in here. We feed our dog in here because he's
What?
very,
That's
very
where you
messy
feed your
here.
dog? You put him in the goo? There's clearly like orders in this family. It goes the kids first because I guess these guys are making all the money. The dad, just because they want him to be there. The mom, and then the dog. This is messed up.
And now we're gonna go to the other side of the house. Like this is like the kitchen area.
Oh
and
my
now we're gonna
god.
go to the
They
living
have
area.
multiple wings in this house. Let's go to the left wing. Let's go to the right wing. It depends on which one we're feeling like today.
Right here is the living room. This is where we do all of our living.
All right, let's see the
If I
TV.
order an Uber
PewDiePie
and I'm
taught me
waiting
well.
for it,
Let me see the
it's gonna be
TV.
where I'm waiting for it on this couch. We don't have a TV in here because this room is strict.
No TV?
There is a separate room for TV.
No TV? Yeah, no, this house is cooked. Going to a separate room for to go to watch TV is horrible. And also, that couch looks like it's so uncomfortable.
Right here is the TV room.
No, this is
Our dad
already...
always in here.
The TV is way too small. Look how much room you have in between the cabinets. It needs to be like twice as big. This is bad, okay? You guys are actually selling right now.
We have 2 separate bedrooms for the guests. They're not very interesting. They're just like, you know, regular bedrooms. Just like, it looks exactly like a hotel room in here.
Yo, that is not a normal bedroom. Look at the view. Bro, how old are these guys? It's actually insane to me
So
that
this is like the,
Wait, let's go back to that bathroom.
they have their own bathroom here for their bathroom meeting.
Whoa, that literally looks like a hotel.
All the living rooms, kitchen, whatever is upstairs, and the bedrooms are downstairs. But now we're gonna
Huh?
show you guys outside. We have to go open the door actually.
Where are they living? Heaven?
There's gonna be stuff out here. We have our bridge right here, our nice bridge.
They have a bridge in between the wings. No, this is actually crazy. This gets like plus 10 points.
We're gonna be outside here all the time. I will.
I can't tell. Maybe it's just this angle, but the pool looks absolutely huge.
It reminds me of like a hotel pool because that's what it looks like.
Yeah, like a lot of this stuff does look like hotel, and that's like a good thing and a bad thing. Like it looks very luxurious, but at the same time, it doesn't look like it's lived in. Like the house just looks like they just bought it. I mean, I wouldn't be complaining, but
Down the magical stairwell.
We have this giant window that's right here, so you
why
can
do
see
people,
our
when they do
nice,
these like
beautiful bridge.
videos, they feel the need to just start over-explaining everything? Like I see that that's a window, and I see that there are plants. I get it.
We have another left and right option. It's quite big here. There's like a really big open space here.
Yeah,
I thought
that's
there was gonna be
really
something
weird.
put here,
That-
but there's
they should
nothing.
put, like-
It's just if you stand like right in the corner.
I was about to say that's where they should put their mom's office. That'd be an upgrade for her. Like put her under the stairs, like Harry Potter. Toby.
We have the spa area.
Let me explain this.
See, this is what a sauna should be. Jake and Sketch, you need to take notes. Bro, the sauna was literally a perfect thing. It looked like something out of Tron.
We are a little bit crazy. Okay, we needed a separate room just for gaming.
Well, you didn't need it. I think you just had like 30 extra rooms that you needed something to do. With that being said, the room is pretty nice. I can't lie.
We also have all of our play buttons here. We've collected many of them over the years.
Nah, one day that's gonna be me.
My bedroom. Here on this side, we have my bed. I have all my stuffed animals displayed.
That bed is actually really cool how it's in the corner. I do really like that. But I'm not gonna lie, this room is kind of lackluster compared to the parents. I'm assuming that these kids are paying for everything just because I think this is their YouTube channel. So it's like, if I'm them, I'm getting the master. You go under the stairs, mom. Get under there. All right, for Sis Vs Bro, I think I'm gonna put them A, just a little bit above Jake. That was one of the craziest house tours I've seen. Somehow, it like dwarfed Jake and Sketches. I've never heard of these people before, but I guess they're just raking in the dough. All right, I'm gonna stop there. I don't know how this video is gonna come out because I feel like my adjective game was weak. I feel like every time I spoke, I was just like, wow, that's insane. Whoa, that's so nice. I really need to get better at doing this. The other thing is I kind of want to find smaller house tour videos because I feel like these ones, the people just spend millions and millions of dollars on these jumbo mansions and they all end up looking the same. So if you have any good ones or underrated ones, please let me know in the comments. Overall though, it was fun looking at these houses and I think I'm gonna do this again in the future. Thank you so much for watching and